The rain tapped relentlessly against the cafe window, a soft symphony of droplets blending with the distant hum of city lights. Inside, the warm glow of a single candle flickered on the small round table, casting gentle shadows across Ethan's weathered face. He sat with his hands clasped tightly, his broad shoulders hunched as if carrying an invisible weight. Across from him sat Lily, his 8-year-old daughter, her small frame swallowed by a colorful jacket that had once been her mother's favorite. Her brown eyes stared out at the rain, lost in a world Ethan couldn't reach. It had been a year since Sarah, Ethan's wife and Lily's mother, passed away. A car accident had stolen her in an instant, leaving behind a void that neither time nor tears could fill. Ethan had tried to hold it together, for Lily, for himself, but the silence between them had grown louder with each passing day. Lily, once a chatterbox with a laugh that could light up a room, had retreated into herself. She spoke only when necessary, her words clipped and rare, as if guarding a secret too heavy for her small heart. Tonight was different, though. Ethan had suggested the cafe, a place Sarah used to love, hoping the familiar setting might stir something in Lily. The candle between them had been an impulse buy at the counter, a small act of defiance against the darkness outside. As the flame danced, Ethan watched Lily's reflection in the window, her face a mirror of his own. Longing. Lily, he said softly, breaking the silence. Do you remember how Mom used to light candles when it rained? She'd say it chased the gloom away. Lily's gaze shifted slightly, her fingers tracing the edge of the table. For a moment, Ethan thought she wouldn't respond. Then, in a voice so quiet it nearly drowned in the rain, she whispered, she called them little stars. Ethan's throat tightened. He remembered. Sarah had a way of turning the mundane into magic, teaching Lily that even the smallest light could hold hope. He reached for the candle, adjusting it so the flame steadied. She was right, he said. Look at it. It's like she's here with us. Lily's eyes met his for the first time that night, a flicker of something, pain, maybe, or recognition, passing through them. Do you think she can see us? She asked. Ethan hesitated. He wanted to say yes, to give her that comfort, but the truth felt too fragile. Instead, he smiled gently. I think she'd want us to keep her stars burning. What do you think? Lily didn't answer right away. She looked at the candle, then back at the rain, as if weighing his words. The moment hung between them, delicate and full of possibility. Outside, the city blurred into a watercolor of lights, but inside, something was shifting, a crack in the wall they'd built around their grief. This is the start of a 3,000-word story. To continue, I can expand on Lily's memories, Ethan's efforts to reconnect, and the eventual YouTube tribute that brings healing. Would you like me to proceed with the full story or adjust anything? Note that if you'd like to base it on a specific YouTube link, please share it, and I'll tailor the narrative accordingly. Ethan leaned back in his chair, the candle's glow softening the lines of exhaustion on his face. The past year had been a battlefield. After Sarah's death, he'd thrown himself into work, taking extra shifts at the construction site to keep the bills paid and the house warm. But every nail he hammered, every beam he lifted, felt like a reminder of the family he was failing to hold together. Lily had stopped asking about her mother after the first month. Her drawings, once filled with bright colors and smiling faces, turned to gray sketches of rain and empty rooms. The school called once, concerned about her silence, but Ethan had no answers, just a hollow nod and a promise to try harder. He remembered the day of the accident vividly. It was a rainy evening much like this one, the streets slick with danger. Sarah had been on her way home from a late shift at the hospital, her nursing scrubs still in the laundry basket where she'd left them. The police report said it was a drunk driver, a senseless collision that ended her life and shattered theirs. Ethan had held Lily that night, her small body trembling as she cried herself to sleep. But the tears dried up, and with them, her voice. She'd built a wall, and Ethan didn't know how to climb it. At home, the silence was deafening. The house still smelled faintly of Sarah's lavender candles, a scent that lingered like a ghost. Lily would sit by the window for hours, watching the world pass by, her sketchbook her only companion. Ethan tried. He tried. He cooked her favorite meals, read her old bedtime stories, even bought a puppy she named Spark. But Spark's playful barks only seemed to make her withdraw further, as if the joy was a betrayal of her mother's memory. Tonight, though, felt different. The cafe, with its warm lights and the hum of quiet conversation, Lily's fingers brushed the candle's glass, the warmth seeming to draw her out of her reverie. She used to sing when it rained, she said suddenly, her voice a fragile thread. Ethan froze, his heart pounding. It was the most she'd said in weeks. She did, he replied, encouraging her. What song was it? Lily's eyes glistened as she hummed a faint melody, a lullaby Sarah had sung every night. The one about the stars, she whispered. She said the rain was the sky crying, but the stars would always come back. Ethan's chest tightened. He remembered that song, a soft tune Sarah had learned from her own mother. She'd sing it to Lily during thunderstorms, her voice a shield against the dark. You've got a good memory, he said, his voice thick. Do you want to sing it with me? Lily hesitated, then nodded. Their voices blended. Awkwardly at first, Ethan's deep timbre clashing with her high, uncertain notes. But as they went on, the song found its rhythm, a bridge across their shared grief. By the end, tears streaked Lily's face, but she didn't pull away. Instead, she leaned forward, her small hand covering his. I miss her, she said, the words breaking free like a dam. I didn't want to say it because it hurts too much. Ethan's eyes welled up. I miss her too, Lily, every day. But she'd want us to remember the good things, not just the pain. Lily wiped her nose with her sleeve. Can we do something for her, like she did for us? The idea hit Ethan like a spark. He thought of the video camera, the moments Sarah had captured, Lily's first steps, their family vacations, the rainy day picnics. What if we make something, he suggested. A video, with all her little stars, her songs, her stories. We could put it on YouTube, so everyone can see how special she was. Lily's eyes widened. Really? Like a memory for the world? Exactly, Ethan said. A plan forming. We'll start with that lullaby. What do you think? For the first time in months, Lily smiled. A small, shaky thing, but real. Yes, she said. Let's do it. That night, they returned home with a renewed purpose. Ethan dug out the camera from the attic, its lens dusty but intact. Lily sat cross-legged on the floor, flipping through old photo albums, pointing out moments she wanted to include. The puppy, Spark, curled up beside her, sensing the shift. As the rain continued outside, they worked late into the night, Ethan recording Lily's voice as she sang, her confidence growing with each note. Over the next week, the project became their lifeline. Ethan edited the footage on an old laptop, splicing together Sarah's videos with Lily's new recordings. He added photos, captions, and a voiceover where Lily shared her memories, her mother's laughter, her knack for finding rainbows after storms, the way she'd dance with them in the kitchen. Ethan contributed too, recounting Sarah's kindness, her strength, her love. It was raw, unpolished, but it felt like her. On October 25, 2025, at 9:14 p.m. PKT, they uploaded the video titled, "Sarah's Little Stars," to YouTube. Ethan's hands trembled as he hit publish, unsure of what would come next. Lily sat beside him, clutching Spark, her eyes fixed on the screen. The first view came within minutes, a friend from work. Then another, and another. Comments began to trickle in. "Beautiful tribute, she sounds like an angel. Thank you for sharing her light." Word spread. Sarah's colleagues from the hospital shared it, then her old school friends. By morning, the view count had climbed into the thousands. A local news outlet picked it up, featuring the story of a father and daughter healing through love. Ethan was overwhelmed, but Lily beamed, her silence replaced by a quiet pride. One comment stood out. A message from a woman who'd been in the car behind Sarah's the night of the accident. "I tried to help," she wrote. "I've carried that night with me. This video has given me peace. Thank you." Ethan read it aloud to Lily, and they cried together, not just for loss, but for the connections it had forged.